Hello, welcome to this video of Tomb Raider 2 No Laws No Metal Secret tutorial. Today is going to be about Venice. You shouldn't have any trouble with Venice in this category because if you play safe a bit, and even if you don't play safe, you should make it no problem and there is no death trap or whatever. So let's go about that and see what's going on. So I will first show you the safe way of doing the first part, and then I will show you the speed way, which is way faster. So when you start the level, so we finish Great Wall, up, you're gonna do jump twist if you can, and you're gonna run to that dog, up. So if he comes to you like this, just stop here. Just stop here. You can keep running jump and kill him, you generally will get beaten once. So if you want to play safe, you just stop here, and you will make it every time, killing him, no problem. And then you're gonna keep going, and there is this guy here, up, on the balcony here. So to kill him the most efficient way, just come here, roll and shoot him. Up. And generally he won't shoot you too much. That will be the most damage he will do to you if you decide to kill him. You don't really have to kill him, but yeah, this is as you want. And then what you're going to do is you're going to trigger a dog here, up, I'm gonna kill quickly, up. And you can trigger also a guy here, up, that you can kill pretty easily, just run around him. And he's gonna drop a med that you're not interested in, and if you really want to go the safe way, you're gonna go in the water and push that button. So this is if you don't want to do the roof jump I'm gonna show later. So you push that button, it will open a door, and you keep going. So this is really if you are not comfortable with the next jump. And then you're gonna pick up the flares, go here, no problem. If you're in a good spot, you can side flip and immediately push that button. And I will show you speed strat later, but for now you just climb here, you can do a jump here, and no problem. There is a slightly faster strat, but I'm going to show it later. Push that button, climb here. So now you have a choice. Even if you play safe, you can go here and do the jump I'm going to show you later, or if you want to play safe, if you push the button, you can come here and kill that dog. So don't worry about that dog too much, you will kill him before he comes to you. And go push that button. So as you can see, this is pretty easy. And this is pretty safe. Even if you get beaten, it's not really a problem for the rest of the level, don't worry. And then you need to go here, destroy that thing, and here you have two choices. So you can just run and do a running jump and grab, like this. Or what you can do to save a bit of time, and it's 100% consistent if you set it up. So up, when you climb, you just press walk and backwards. So you can see he moves slightly forward. And if you just do a running jump, you don't need to grab. So that will work 100% if you just climbed and do what I did. So this is something to gain a bit of time, and it's completely consistent. Then jump over here, up. And then you are ready to go in the second area. So you don't need the boat even if you do the safe strat, don't worry, this is normal. Because you absolutely don't need the boat for the first part of the level. So this is the safe way of doing it. So there is pretty much nothing more to say about it. Oops, should go here. Now we're gonna come to the quicker strats, which are actually a bit harder. So it will require more explanation because the safe way is really easy. This is basically intended, except for the boat part. So yeah, let's go. So first thing, you do exactly the same. Up. Kill that dog. So here I'm gonna wait to just avoid having damage, and then you do running jumps and you don't kill that guy, and you're gonna draw your shotgun here, walk a bit, go forward, kill that dog, and draw the guns, pick up the flare pack. I'm gonna show you first the entire sequence here. Up, push that button, and do this, and climb out. And as you can see, this is really way faster. And yeah, you don't also need to kill the guy. You can kill the guy if you want to be safe, but if you know how to do this sequence, it shouldn't be a problem. So how do you do that? Just draw your guns, walk here once, shoot that dog, and draw your gun, jump on the flare pack, And if you land directly on the flare pack, if you don't need to do an extra step or something to pick it up, like I just did, you can do the next sequence. If you can just side flip, sorry, and get to the button and then do what I'm gonna do. But if you add a step or something, if something didn't work out exactly like as planned, you will need to kill the guy generally or go to the ladder. So I'm gonna show you how after. So here you just turn a bit, step back, jump holding forward, and you're gonna climb out. So why do I say jump on holding forward? Because if you do a jump, well, that is not going to happen every time because it's hallucinating, but if you jump, she's gonna move slightly forward. But if you press jump and forward, she will, well, it will be clearer in a bigger area. Give me a second. I'm just gonna show you. So, if you jump, she will slightly move forward. But if you jump and you hold forward when she starts the jump, she's gonna move way more forward, as you can see. So, for example, if you are here, if you jump forward once, she won't grab it. She will have to take 2 jumps. But if you press forward in the kind of same spots, up, you will grab it. So that avoids you 1 jump, and that's really useful because if you want to not be disturbed by the guy, you need to do it with 1 jump. So that's what I wanted to show. So anyway, up, so you go here, up, kill that dog. And for example, if something like that happened, up, you need to sidestep. This guy is gonna disturb you like this, so you can't do it faster, so you're gonna need to either kill him or push that button and go to the ladder, and it's slightly slower. And even sometimes you will be a problem in the ladder. So yeah, generally I recommend killing that guy when you start, and when you will get confident, you will see that it's not a problem. So one thing also, why do I walk here? It's because if I don't walk, if I do running jump, I can still kill the dog, but as you can see, you need to be precise when you time your the moment you press shoot. Because if you shoot too early, you're going to shoot the guy, and that's not what you want. So this is why I walk, so I'm sure that's... You walk here, the dog is going to come out first, you kill him, and you can keep going. So yeah, pick up that med pack, that flare pack, turn a bit after the button, step back, jump, and you go for it. So it will work every time if you do it. If you do everything perfectly. It's not an RNG thing. If you do everything perfectly, you will have 2 pathing, and the 2 pathing makes you able to do that. If you still want to do something pretty fast and you don't know how to do that, just kill the dog, up, pick up that med pack, start flip, do the same thing, and go to the ladder instead of climbing, and you might take a damage here, but it doesn't really matter. And do the side flip. It's a bit slower, but it's a bit safer. So that's it for that part. We're not gonna worry too much about that because that's not the biggest deal. So I didn't push the button, so that means the door behind me is not open, so we're gonna have to use a trick. So the trick is to get roughly to that spot, which is a bit more than 1 block away from the wall here, just to the edge. And let's save to show you first, up. And you're gonna need to do this. Up, you're gonna need to do this. So, how do you do that? It's pretty easy. So, you can almost no setups, that means you just climb, up, go to the edge here, turn, line up quickly, and just do it. I'm gonna show you how. That can happen if you miss it, but yeah. And that is with no setup, or you can set it up. I'm gonna show you how. So, roughly you go to the corner here, step back once, walk back once, side step to be sure that you are against the edge, and then you can line up and do a thing. So how do you line up? So this is actually pretty easy. So up, step back, up. I recommend just pressing one couple of times, side step left to move slightly forward, just to be sure. So my visual for this is basically you have this corner here that ends up on top of Lara's head. I line up the top of Lara's head a bit to the right of this. So for example here, the top of Lara's head is in the middle of where it meets the corner. I'm just a bit more right than this. And if you are too much right like this, you will fall, generally like this. And if you're not enough, show you, for here it's not enough, do the jump, you will stumble here. So the right position, it can work still with Lara's middle head like this, up. But as you can see, you land actually really close to the end, so I prefer aiming a bit more right. A bit more left, sorry. So like this, up. So yeah, and then what you do is you do a running jump. And when you see Lara is in the air, like, I'm gonna try to show you, to stop the moment. Up. So when you see Lara is here, so as you can see, she's almost jumping in the air. When you see Lara start a jump like this, it's a moment for you to press right. So here it's not gonna work because I tapped out, so I can't really do it properly right now, but this is when you have to turn right. So up like this, and you land. And it will work every time, so up. So if you climb out here, forward, up, go over on here. It doesn't have to be precise. You can be here, you can be slightly backwards, slightly forward. It doesn't really matter as long as the lineup is this one. Then you do the jump, curve right, and you will make it. If you don't make it, you will fall in the water generally. So that's pretty okay. And if you fail it, sometimes you will fail it and bump that wall, and you will drop down here. And you will lose ton of health, and you will have to deal with the guard if he didn't die. So just, it's pretty easy, but just if you don't mess it up or something can get nasty and whatever. But it's pretty easy jump, so don't worry. It's also have a small advantage. It's that when you get here, up, get here, shoot that window, and here there is no dog, so you don't have to worry about the dog because the dog trigger is behind that door here. I think, yeah, it's just behind the door, so you won't have to face the dog here. Oops. Then put that lever up, jump twist, up, and then you have two choices. You can either YOLO the thing I showed you earlier, up like this, and it will work, or you will fall down. So here I knew it will work because I'm used to it. I'm just gonna explain 1-2 thing about that. So, or you can just set it up like I just did, up like this, backward, and do a running jump, and it will work every time. If you want to YOLO it, what you want to do is you come here, come like this, and you want to do a running jump as late as you can. And the visual to know if it's gonna work or not is you need to look at Lara's feet when she starts a jump. So for example, well, here it won't work, but I paused too late, it won't work here. So you will have to grab, because what you can do is you can just try, and if you see it's not gonna work, you can grab the edge and you won't have to redo all the things. So let's try again, up. So for example, here you can see that her feet is still touching the edge here. So that means it's not gonna work. If you jump like this, well, it's too late here, but here it's gonna work. Yeah. I'm gonna try to pause again at the right time. So here I'm not sure. Here it should work. I think it should work because you can see that Lara's foot is in the air when she starts the jump. And that means it's gonna work, generally. So here it didn't work because it wasn't enough. That's why I wasn't sure. But if she's really off, like this, for example, here she's completely off. You can't see the shadow or anything. That means it will work 100%. So that's it. So that's how you spot if you are in the right spot or not. So if you're not sure, just, for example, here I'm not sure, so I will grab and climb it. And if I'm sure it will work, I can just, like here, up, can just up and keep going. You can get that jump without a stumble, so be ready to press forward and left to keep going in case that happens. So here, up. So here didn't work, so because I wasn't careful enough. Not sure here. Okay, it works here. And then you keep going and do the same thing, and you're pretty much good to go to the second area of a level. So what you do here is you're in this direction, and if you want to do the speed strat, you don't need a flare for the next part, and if you don't really care about time, you can just not drop any flare, but I'm going to draw a flare because so you can see. So here is your first secret of a level, okay? So this is the stone secret, so just pick it up, obviously, up, and, oh, it's not the right one, up, and then do a stunning jump and pick up the flare back. And then you have to go to the gold secret, so there are 2 rats that can eat you once, but because of the health of this level is not an issue, you can just drop down like this, draw your gun, and keep going. So as you can see, I'm not even sure it damage me, but they can damage you, and it's not too much of a deal, don't worry. So yeah, up, just up. Get to secrets, up, standing jump to flare back, and you can even roll here, and keep going and still have the flare. And try to make that jump, and if you can't, you will just have to do something like this. Oops, not like this. We have to do something like this. Lose a bit of time. Do a running jump here because it's faster than waving in the water, and keep going with your flare. Or what you can do is you can use a flare cancel if you want to do for a fast thing. So up, pick up the stone dragon. Pick up a med pack, the flare pack, just go like this, grab flare console and keep going. And if you do it right, you can do this running jump here, because you can see she moves really slow when she's in the water. And here is the second secret, as you know it already probably. So this is the gold secrets, up. And now we can come back. So do the same thing, be on the side here, so you can do a running jump, and do the same thing here. So why do you want to do running jump here? Because if you don't, that's gonna happen, and that is really, really slow. So, as you can see, this is really slow. When you jump, it's just easy like this. And then you keep going. So if you want extra ammo, because I didn't plan any road for now, and because picking up things should be enough, but if you want to play really safe, there is a double pickup here, double Uzi pickup here. So if you want to have extra Uzis, you can get there. And then you're gonna climb here. So if you do the speed strat, it's better to climb here and then go to the right here, because you can fit a jump, but you will be eaten by this rat once or twice. It's not an issue again because the level is not really bad with health, but if you want to be safe, you can just swim to this place, climb, and do the same thing. It's a bit slower, but it's safe. Here you want to climb on the side of a ladder, so you don't need to pull that lever and etc. because you don't need a boat for now. So just up, you climb on being on the side here is better than doing that going here and having this animation. That's why you want to climb on the side, because that is slower. And then you go here, and here you have two choice. You have two choice of roads, depending on what you want. So you can go get the boat, and I'm going to show you which one I'm going to show you first. I'm going to show you the boat one first, so you can go on the left and go to the boat. So about speed, the boat's road is slightly slower than the other road I'm going to show later. But yeah, it's a bit more, it's not that risky, but if you don't want to swim for long, if you don't like swimming and prefer using the boat, just use the boat. It's not too much different. So if you go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat, what you're just going to do is you're going to climb here, draw your guns, and just shoot that guy. And just shoot that guy. And if you want to go for the safe strat kill him and get back, get down here, climb out here, up, get his stuff because he drops a double M16 ammo. So this is for the safe way, and then get in the boats and get to the boat. And there is a risky way, so I have nothing to explain here. You just stand at the edge, you shoot the guy and go get his stuff. And the speedway for getting the boat is just completely RNG. So this is, if you go to that road, this is the main reason I don't do that road. Oh, I don't recommend it for Untitled Nomads, because you need this guy to have good RNG, because for example here it's pretty okay RNG, but I mess it up, so I'm gonna reload. Because this guy can have a good pathing like he just did and shoot you really late, or he can stay, for example. No, okay, it's good. So if you don't see him standing already, it means that it's good RNG. But here for example, it's good RNG. Just getting the boats, you will barely get shot and you can keep going with your boats. But if you're unlucky, what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna try to get the situation up. I'm gonna wait to get it. Okay. So if he is in that spot, for example, this is not good, because he is gonna shoot you really early. And as you can see, I'm losing a ton of health. So this is really RNG, so that's why I recommend going the other part if you want the speed, because it's way less risky. So yeah, I'm just showing it just to show you that it's possible, but I don't recommend it. So now I'm gonna go show you the safe way with a boat. Okay, so let's get that guy. Come on. So I'm not gonna pick up those stuff right now because I don't need them. Get in the boat. I'm just gonna save on another slot so I don't overwrite the previous one. So if you really want to be safe and want more ammo, what you can do is you can stop here. Oops, stop here. Get down here and kill that guy. So I'm gonna do it properly. So you stop here. Kill that guy. And he drops double shotgun ammo. So it's a triple pickup with med, but you don't care about med, so you pick up 2 shotgun ammo. So yeah, it's pretty slow, but if you want to be safe, if you really want to be safe and have a lot of ammo for the end of the game, just in case, you can pick up those 2. But generally you can avoid it. So yeah. Up, so go get the boats, up, go here, just take that roll here. And then what you're going to do is you need to avoid the timer, because I'm going to explain to you everything. Oops. So you go here, shoot that guy. It's for the safe road here. Up, shoot that guy, and so this is the point. So this button here is useless. If you go to that spot, take the ammo, it will open the door. The button is just to show the cinematic, but as long as you stand at some point on one of this tile, which is this tile or the ones in front of Lara, the door will be open. The final door opens. And you can't come back this way because the timer is gonna start and you don't have time with your boat for now. And to avoid the timer to start, it's pretty simple. But oops, what you just need to do is you just need to go under, let me show you, under this door here on the left, because under this door there is no timer trigger. So just first pick up the thing here. You don't need to push the button because the door is already open. And if you go under that, you won't trigger the timer. So you have all the time in the world to go back in your boat and keep going. But if you jump from the wooden things here, if you just if you come like this, you will trigger the timer. So that's why it's important to not go like this, but go under the door, so the final door stay open forever. So let's redo it one more time. So the whole thing is up, up. This. Try to stop here, close to the wooden thing. Get down. Kill that guy. He will shoot you a couple of times, but it's not an issue. Because as soon as you will shoot him, he will go to this... he will run around to this wall here and then turns to shoot you. But the time it will take him to go to the wall, you will almost kill him. Take the ammo. Up. Go under that door here. Get to your boat and be ready to pick up the last secret. So go here, up. Get down from here. So what you do is you just press jump on right to get out and pick up the secret. Oops. Up. And you're good to go. And then go back to your boat. So if I'm gonna show you what happens, what you need to do if you miss. Oh, I should have saved it later. So we're gonna have to redo all this. So give me that. So get back to your boat. At this point you don't even need the boat, but it's faster. At this point, if you have a boat, it's faster to use it here. So for example, if you miss the jump or whatever, for example, you can just stop here, come back in the water, climb here. Be careful because there's going to be a guy here, so you need to kill the guy if you didn't. If you don't, you will have trouble. So yeah, kill the guy, and if you missed it, you can just climb here again. So that's a backup if you missed it. And pick the name. So up. So if you do it right, you can get in the back directly without going in the water, but it's not this. It's not just 2-second time save or something, so it's not too bad. Then get in the boats and up. Just go here, up. And you can destroy the mine or not. I recommend. So you have to get off the boat while it's still on to destroy the mine, but you don't need to destroy the mine. So if you want to be safe, what you can just do is you can just get down here, no problem, and yeah, mines will be destroyed, but you will just, if you don't destroy the mine, don't worry, you can just swim through them and not explode, so don't worry about that. And then go to the end of the level. And that's it for this Venice road. So the other roads is pretty simple. What you just do is you just swim. So you swim here, up. So depending on the RNG here, you will lose a bit of damage depending on that guy position. So for example here, it's the most awful position ever, but you can see I don't lose that much health, luckily. But it is not that much RNG. If you didn't take too much damage at the start of a level, like 20% or something max, you will make it every time, don't worry. So you keep swimming up. So I'm gonna save here to avoid swimming again. So here I'm gonna show you. Kill that guy first. You don't need to kill the guy, I'm just gonna show you things. So this tile here I'm on, close the door, but you actually need, it doesn't trigger the final door. The tile that triggers the final door is this one here and the line here. So you need to go until that spot, then turn back and then go under the door. So that's what you need to do. Up. You need to go here, up. Once you are here, just roll and go back. And you're good to go. As you can see, you will lose health because this guy is shooting you, but don't worry. Don't worry too much. If you really want to be sure to have your health, what you can do is you can just shoot him up. He will run around here. And you can just go like this. It's a bit slower, but as you can see, I get less shot. So this is how you want. And then you go manually to the wooden slope here. One thing, don't worry if you don't need to take your brief all the way through. So you can just go here, up, turn around, keep going, and you will have enough breathing. You will definitely have enough breathing. As you can see, I still have a couple of brave before getting there. So don't worry, you don't need to take your brave here. Not sure it was good here. Yeah, I actually think it was. Never mind. So, up, and then you go here and take the secret. No problem. And do the same. And then you're gonna have another swim. You're gonna keep swimming until this spot here. You're gonna have a couple of walk to do here, and try to stay on the left because here you're gonna be able to do a running jump. So that saves weaving time. And then you have a little bit more RNG with that guy, but generally it's okay. It's really rare that you get really 3 bad RNG in that road, so don't worry about that. And you finish the level. So here you try to emerge before the edge to get this fast getting out animation, but I'm not gonna enter to that too much because it's really a detail for really, it's really if you know about speedrun things, so I'm not gonna enter into that. You just finish your level and you're done with Venice. So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. I will drop again the 2 way of doing this level, the safe and the quick way. And yeah, next level is going to be Bartoli. If you have any question, you can ask in the description, in the commentary. And see you next time.
Uh-huh. 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 Aha. 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 Aha.